Hey guys, what's going on? Damien Love, I'm back on it. That's right. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time checking me out, today is a monumental day. Today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and everybody's off of school, so all the kids are loving it. So if there's any kids on here watching, I hope you actually know what this day means, because this actually means a lot to a lot of people. And a lot of times, in this day and age, a lot of parents don't take the time. And I'm not pointing any fingers at any parents, but you know if you're doing something that, when you were a kid and you were forced to do, and then you did it, you had to do it anyway, like knowing all the states, in the United States, different historical factors and stuff, like knowing actually who some of these people were, from your Martin Luther Kings to your, Alexander Graham Bell. We're not talking just African American. We're talking about as a culture, as a nation, knowing some of the things and historical factors that made a difference. And for the African American community, Martin Luther King stands really, really high. There's a lot of stuff going on today, but I'm not going to go really long because it is Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday, and I did want everybody to just take time and just reflect. And I want to actually quote something, and this inspired me to just do this, and I'm going to just take a few moments. But Dr. King said, "We are now faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with fierce urgency for now." Now, when I read that, a lot of times you think about, this is the thing that people say, "I'm going to get back to you tomorrow. I'm going to get back to you tomorrow." Well, a lot of times tomorrow becomes never. On the 32nd of February. And Dr. King really understood something, I'm sure. If you study him out and you meditate on him, and I meditate on historians because it actually really takes, you have to get yourself in tune, not just to the words that are on paper or something, but you have to get in tune with the time, the historical value, what was going on, the civil rights, blacks and whites and, Asians and everything else. Everybody was all over the place. But when you really think about, this one line, tomorrow is today. Tomorrow is today, right now. There is no tomorrow. When people are telling me, "Oh man, I'm going to get back to you," I almost cringe because we don't know what is in store. Today we didn't know what was going to happen today, but we got blessed to be here. And so when it comes down to it, we really need to take it on and take urgency. And he says it with fierce urgency for now. And there should be a fierce urgency for right now, like get things done. If things aren't complicated and it's not all, philosophical and all that, hey, go for it. What do you have to lose? And I have to say that, for myself, because sometimes I always like put things off. And then I look at, how long would it really take me to really get something done? If somebody, says, "Hey, take a look at this," I have to look at all my priorities. And all of us have our priority list in the back of our head. And then you have to really look at the priorities. And then something else that I love about Martin Luther King is he looked at the bigger picture. And I think sometimes we don't look at the bigger picture. And that's something that's really invaluable right now about looking at tomorrow as today, and the fierce urgency of now. And so this is only my second YouTube, and I might even do another one later or something like that, because this one's kind of just like off the cuff. I got a lot going on right now, but I did want to tune in with you all and let you know, hey, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not giving up. I'm staying on it. And just because it was a holiday, and actually I wish I would have posted this earlier, but I had a lot of stuff going on that I don't like to share all this like extra stuff. I just try to stay focused as possible. But yeah, that kind of impacted me today. And actually, I'm going to just jump into some stuff too. It's kind of crazy. Jada Pinkett Smith, Spike Lee, what else was there that just popped up into my thing. Beast of no nation. Beast of no nation. These are some of the things that just kind of like ramble off when it comes to what happened to me today. You know, everybody's talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. She's stepping up and she's saying, hey, we got to be bigger. You know, there's so much you can say about Jada Pinkett Smith. We remember her from way back in the day of her younger years, and now, you know, fast forward to who she is now. Spike Lee, we can remember way back in the day, you know, when he first started out to all the way up to where he is now. And then, and I'm just touching on some things right now that just hit. And the Beast of No Nation. You know what? I haven't seen that yet, but I'm about to check that out. Idris Elba's in that, and I heard some really great things about that when it comes to the Oscars. Everybody's talking about the Oscars today, so you know, it kind of ended up all in it, you know. And here's an opportunity for us to actually reflect. You know, it doesn't take just, you know, Martin Luther King Jr. holiday or any holiday for you to actually reflect on what actually is valuable in life. And so today, my focus is right now, and actually this week, whenever I focus in on something, I try to focus in on not just that day, but I try to focus in on a duration. Really taking this on, we are now facing with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with fierce urgency of now. So right now, you have an opportunity to look at that, reflect on that, and really look at, what do you put off? What do you hold off? What are you not really going after? And what can you do to knock little bitty things down to get to the bigger picture? Because a lot of times we say, oh, I don't have no time. Oh, I'm so busy. You know, we are in a society of busy now, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, look at where your now is right now. Look at where your today is, and see where, and see where you can make some changes to transform the way that you're living and the way that you love other people. So this is Damian Love. I'm signing off. Make sure you subscribe wherever I'm going to put the hashtag or wherever I'm going to put the little button or something like that. Make sure you subscribe. All right. Love you guys. See you later. You know, make sure you look at tomorrow is today. Take urgency in your now, right now.